Right turns feel simple. You're not crossing oncoming traffic. You're not weaving through multiple lanes. You're just turning right. And that's exactly why they're so dangerous. Because when something feels simple, we stop slowing down mentally. We stop double checking. We assume we know what's happening. Right turns combine pedestrians, crosswalks, signage, signals, and pressure from drivers behind you, all in one small space, usually about the size of your living room. And that pressure changes behavior in ways we don't always recognize until something goes wrong. Let's start with the most common issue. In most of the US, turning right on a red light is allowed, unless a sign says otherwise. But here's the key word that gets lost. Allowed does not mean required. A red light still means you need to make a full stop. Not a rolling stop, not a slow down and check, a full, complete stop. Then you need to yield to pedestrians, yield to oncoming traffic, and confirm there's no signage restricting the turn. Only then, if it's safe and legal, can you proceed. And yet the driver behind you often treats right on red like it's mandatory, like you're holding up progress by following the law. I know, I've done it before, just the other day. That's where honking starts. That's where the tension builds. And that's where drivers start making bad decisions just to avoid confrontation with the person behind them. I've talked to so many drivers who say they've turned right on red when they didn't feel comfortable doing it, simply because they felt pressured by the car behind them. That's not safe driving. That's social pressure overriding judgment. Now here's what makes the situation even more complicated. The second car in line has a huge disadvantage. They cannot see what you see in the front of the line. The crosswalk, the pedestrian, the sign on the pole next to you, and the red arrow facing you. They only see a stopped car, an open lane, and their own impatience. That's not malicious. It's incomplete information. I was reminded of this just the other day, not even during a right turn, when I was waiting for a pedestrian to cross and someone behind me honked. They didn't see the person in front of my car, but I did. And I made the same mistake a couple of days after that by being the one honking the person in the back of the line when I realized they weren't turning right, they were just going straight. Now let's talk about something that surprises a lot of drivers. Even when you have a green light, you may not have the right of way. Many intersections give pedestrians a walk signal at the same time traffic gets a green light. So when you're turning right on green, pedestrians may legally be crossing, they have the right of way, and you must yield. Once again, the driver behind you can't see that. They see green. They expect motion. And that expectation creates pressure, even when the stopping is correct. This scenario comes up constantly near schools. You're turning right into a neighborhood or school driveway. The light is green and kids are crossing. The driver behind you sees green light, open road, and stopped car. You see movement, unpredictability, and responsibility. This is exactly why off-the-freeway driving demands more attention, not less. Now let's clear up a major source of confusion. A red right arrow means you may not turn right, unless signage specifically allows it. A no right turn on red sign means exactly that. No right turn on red. Sometimes drivers see a red arrow and assume they can go if there's no sign. Sometimes they see a sign and ignore it because they've always turned there or the coast is clear. Assumptions are the problem. These signs and rules exist, usually because of blind curves or other dangers that may not be obvious. And here's where perspective matters. We talk a lot in the US as if right turns on red are universal, but they're not. In the 5 boroughs of New York City, right turns on red are generally prohibited unless a sign specifically allows them. Outside the U.S., many places don't allow right turns on red at all. Much of Europe, Norway, Iceland, parts of Canada, including Montreal. In those places, a red light simply means stop, no exceptions. So if you've ever driven in multiple cities or countries, it's easy to see how assumptions, and not bad intentions, create confusion. So here's my question for you. Do you live in a place where right turns on red are restricted, or where turning rules are different than what most drivers expect? And have you ever been honked at for doing the right thing, or have you been the one doing the honking like myself? I want to hear from you. And make sure you check out the podcast home and get your free copy of my ebook, Drive Smarter Now, at drivesmarternow.com. Until next time, drive smart, stay aware, and remember, the person behind you doesn't always see what you see.